So next topic, children, it is work energy relationship. So you've already seen earlier how joule and calorie are related mathematically, and you also studied how wherever I talked, I explained about energy. I told you about some work also, like roller coaster. The conversion of energy was taking place from one form to another. At the same time, the roller coaster was working also, right? That means work and energy are closely related. And you have also observed that when you work much, your energy becomes low. That means both are closely related. So there are a number of examples showing that work and energy can be converted into each other. For example, when we rub our hands, we are working against friction, okay, and heat is produced, right? So when we work, heat is produced. The chemical energy which was stored in our muscles, that was converted into work when we rubbed our hands, and heat was produced, right? What happens in an electric train? Electrical energy is converted into work. And what work? The in moving the train. And when a body does some work, its energy decreases. Obviously, when a body is working something, its energy decreases. When you are working something, doing some work, your muscles are doing work, so you are using your muscular energy and you start feeling tired. And when you are working on a body, the energy of that body will be increased. Okay, so when you do the work of lifting an object or of cycling uphill, the potential energy of the object of the cycle increases. When you are lifting a box, what will happen? You're raising it to a height, its potential energy will increase. You worked on the box and its energy increased, right? Then there is another thing, that is law of conservation of energy, that says that energy in the whole universe is conserved. That means energy can neither be created nor can be destroyed, but it can only be converted from one form to another, right? So as you saw in the example of simple pendulum, suppose I told you that the whole mechanical energy should be kept constant. For that, when the kinetic energy decreased, potential energy increased. When the potential energy decreased, kinetic energy was increasing. So this process kept on. So the process of the simple pendulum will keep on moving, should keep on moving till infinity, because both the forms of energy will keep on converting into one another, and this process will continue until it is stopped by something. So if this simple pendulum is taken into vacuum and started there, then it won't stop ever, okay? But in real world, what happens there? It has to work against the friction of air, okay? The pendulum has to work against the friction of air. That is why its energy continuously decreases, and after some time it comes to rest, right? So in the real world, the pendulum will not keep on swinging forever. So that's all in this chapter. Read this chapter properly. I have sent you the images, so read it properly and then try to answer the questions in the exercise.